one thing I've actually come to realize is that a lot of people actually prefer saving their money in the bank account rather than actually using it for an investment, because they think saving it at least is there and it's not actually going to get missing, right? So maybe I think one of the reasons why some people do this is because maybe they have tried investing in say real estate or some other investments, right? And they later didn't get even their capital back, right? So now they are scared because they don't want to actually lose their money, their hard-earned money, right? So, but I think that's a very rookie mistake, right? Because inflation affects your money in the bank, right? If you had 10 million naira in say 5 years ago, that 10 million naira will not buy what 10 million naira would have bought then now, right? It's actually be buying something of say 3, 4, 5 million naira. That's actually inflation for you. And that's a very bad thing you don't want to actually happen to your hard-earned money, right? So one thing I would advise is what? Buy into real estate and actually buy make sure you actually do your due diligence. I think where most people get it wrong is that they don't do due diligence, right? They just actually just go and buy because one of their relatives told them like, oh, I have this land for you or something like that. Or they are trusting a friend or they are trusting somebody they just met online, right? They didn't do their due diligence. You didn't verify the title. You didn't go to see the location by yourself. You didn't ask questions. You didn't consult a surveyor. You didn't consult a property lawyer. You didn't consult a real estate consultant. And these are where you get it all wrong, right? These are where you get it all wrong. You don't actually just go and buy what you don't know. Especially in Abuja real estate, there are FCD, FCTA approved properties and there are area council properties. And I've actually come to realize that people actually lose a lot of money buying area council properties. Why? Because it's actually always cheap. It's always cheap, right? People want to buy what is actually cheap. They think they have bargained and it's cheap, and then they want to buy and claim that right, I have a real estate investment right now. But in the end, they actually tend to lose their money and lose their property, and that's a very bad thing to happen to a hard-earned money that you hustled for a lot of years, right, to actually earn, and that's a very bad thing. You want to actually do your due diligence, confirm the land title, the documentation, confirm the genuinity of the developer or the owner of the land, because these are the things that actually matter. You don't want to actually buy a land that is meant for a bridge or that is meant for a hospital, a government hospital, right? These are the issues, because if once you buy these things, eventually the lands are actually going to be taken by the government. It's certain, and this happens a lot in Abuja real estate. People tend to buy lands and eventually they get taken by the government, or the government claims it, or a lot of things actually happen, and you don't want it to happen to your hard-earned money. You don't. I don't even wish it to my worst enemy, right? These are a lot of things that people don't consider. You didn't check the genuinity of the developer. You didn't check a lot of things. You didn't even go to visit it. Say you are even in outside country, right? You are a diaspora. You can actually send a relative to actually check these things for you. These are the things you actually do before you buy into any property. You don't just go and pay money. Real estate is a very crazy thing in Nigeria, right? So you want to actually make the right inquiries, ask the right questions before you actually start investing. So if you have the money to invest in Nigeria in Abuja real estate, but you're not sure of where to buy, you don't have the strength, right? You don't have the strength to actually start investing, or you don't have the strength to actually start looking for the right property or the right location. You want to call the number showing your screen right now so that I can actually guide you, answer your questions, show you a few of our FCDA approved property right here in Abuja, so that you can actually invest right and not be afraid of losing your money or keep your money in the bank while inflation actually affects it, right? So you want to call the number showing on your screen. And I hope you actually learned something from this video. If you actually have not followed my channel, you want to go on now and follow me on this channel so that you can actually see all these educative videos about Abuja real estate and in Nigeria generally, so that you don't lose your money while investing in real estate, trying to grow your portfolio, but then you end up losing. So call the number showing on your screen right now, or send a message so that I can direct you and answer your question. See you in my next video. Bye for now.